Well, what would the month of June be without a story on watermelons? We visited with a few folks in South Georgia that told us Cook County is still a great place to grow the watermelons in the summertime, and the late harvest is still looking good. Britt Blozier of Evergreen Produce in Adel is on the verge of a huge harvest just in time for the 4th of July and said the weather this year has played a part in producing very sweet melons.
Some years, we get a lot of rain during the growing season and I feel like it kind of takes away a little of the sweetness. But the sunshine and lots of sun and just makes that melon sweeter. It just brings that bricks content up and just makes for a really sweet melon.
Blozier said he knows watermelons complete any backyard barbecue and family functions during the summer. He said he's working hard to fight any issues associated with an on-again, off-again rain schedule that they've had in the last few months.
Our main disease right now is Phytophthora in our lower wet spots. Maybe where water's holding is where Phytophthora normally begins. So we're just having to keep rotating different chemistries of like Presidio or Zampro and different Phytophthora materials, and we even use some foliar fertilizer to kind of help with it also to keep the vines up and growing.
Keeping an eye on the 100 acres of melons with Blozier in Cook County is the Extension Coordinator Tucker Price.
I typically get a lot of calls through the watermelon season. The farmers, we are very knowledgeable of what diseases to look out for. Very knowledgeable of what fungicides to put out at certain times of the year. And it's all very proactive. You want to stay one step ahead of the disease before it even gets out in the field.
The young South Georgia producer said he's proud to be harvesting in what was once known as the watermelon capital of the world.
That's right. I mean, Adel once held the National Watermelon building. So Cook County was one of the early players in the watermelon industry.
The president of the Adel Cook County Chamber of Commerce, Jerry Connell, still talks about the community's longtime standing with watermelons.
There's no question that at that time, Adel was the watermelon capital of the world. Of course, since that has changed somewhat in modern times, but at that time, they had over 3,500 members in the Growers Association, and they served 30 states and about 21 different countries.
Blozier told us you'll find a lot of his watermelons in a lot of the Publix grocery stores across the Southeast and beyond.
The Publix is here in Atlanta and Jacksonville and Lakeland, Florida. And then we ship, other melons across up the East Coast and maybe even across the country in some instances.